Hello, and welcome to English practice for the A2 B1 level. I'm your virtual tutor, and today we're reading a suspenseful story called The Rich Girl.
Samantha Blake had everything. She lived in a big white house with glass walls, marble floors, and a swimming pool that sparkled like a diamond. Her father owned a famous company, and her mother was always on television. Everyone at school called her the rich girl. But no one really knew her. Samantha smiled in public, but when she came home, the house felt cold and empty. Her parents were always away. Business trips, parties, charity events. She had everything money could buy, but she felt completely alone.
One Friday night, Samantha stayed home while her parents went to a gala. The wind outside was strong, and the rain hit the windows like small stones. She turned on music to fill the silence, but it didn't help. She decided to explore the house. There was one place she had never been: the basement. It was always locked, and her father had told her never to go there. "It's full of old furniture and broken things," he once said. But that night, she noticed the key was hanging on the wall beside the door. Her heart beat faster. "Maybe I'll just look for a second," she whispered. The lock turned with a heavy click. The air that came from below was cold and damp. She took a flashlight and started down the stairs. The basement was huge. Old paintings covered in sheets leaned against the walls. There were boxes with strange labels. "Property of E. Blake, 1982.
Samantha lifted one sheet and gasped. Under it was a portrait of a girl who looked exactly like her. Same eyes, same dark hair, same face. Only the clothes were different. An old-fashioned white dress. "What?" she whispered. On the bottom corner of the painting was a name: Eliza Blake. Samantha didn't know anyone named Eliza. She took out her phone and searched the internet. There was an old article from 1982.
Eliza Blake, daughter of wealthy businessman Edward Blake, disappears mysteriously. Last seen near the family home. Samantha felt a chill run down her spine. Edward Blake, her grandfather. She looked back at the painting. The girl's eyes seemed alive now, shining in the light of the flashlight. Then she heard something, a soft whisper. "Help me." Samantha froze. "Who's there?" The whisper came again, closer this time. "Help me." The flashlight flickered. For a moment the room went dark. When the light came back, the portrait had changed. The girl's smile was gone. Now her mouth was open, like she was screaming. Samantha dropped the flashlight and ran up the stairs. The basement door slammed shut behind her with a loud bang. She turned the handle, but it wouldn't open. "Stop it!" she shouted. "This isn't funny!" Then she heard footsteps, soft, slow, coming from below. She pressed her ear to the door. The steps stopped. A whisper came through the wood. "You look like me." Samantha screamed and ran to her room. She locked the door and hid under the blanket, her heart pounding. But even then, she could hear the faint sound of crying, a girl's voice, coming from somewhere in the house.
When her parents returned, she told them everything. Her mother looked angry. "You shouldn't have gone into the basement," she said sharply. Her father was quiet. He looked pale. "Who was Eliza Blake?" Samantha asked. His father sighed. "Eliza was your aunt, my sister. She died when she was 16. Samantha's voice trembled. "But the article said she disappeared." He looked away. "It was an accident. She fell into the lake behind the house. We never found her body." After that night, Samantha couldn't sleep.
She kept hearing sounds, the same whispering, the same soft crying. Sometimes the lights flickered when she passed the mirror, and she thought she saw another face next to hers. One evening, she went outside to the lake. The moonlight shone on the still water. In the reflection, she saw herself, and behind her, another girl in a white dress. Samantha turned around. No one was there. But when she looked back at the water, the girl was closer now, smiling sadly. "Why are you here?" Samantha whispered.
The girl's voice floated from the water. "Because you forgot me." Samantha's breath caught. She quickly tried to explain. "I didn't know," the voice said with a tone of quiet jealousy and bitterness. "You live my life now. You sleep in my room. You wear my name. You have everything I lost." The water began to ripple. A pale hand rose from beneath the surface. Samantha stepped back. "Please, I didn't mean to." But the hand reached out and touched her ankle, cold as ice. She screamed and ran toward the house. Behind her, the lake grew still again. The next morning, her parents found muddy footprints leading from the water to the front door. And on Samantha's pillow was an old photograph. 2 girls, side by side. One was Eliza. The other looked exactly like her. On the back, someone had written in faded ink, "Sisters forever." And that's the end of The Rich Girl. I hope you followed the plot and the vocabulary. This story is perfect for practicing the past simple and past continuous tenses. To improve further, read the text again, focusing on the past tenses and any new words. Learning English is an adventure. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, have a splendid day, full of learning. Goodbye.